everybody, SuperBenny here, and today we are going again to Exeter Toy Fair. We went a couple of months ago and we picked up a really cool silent scope type gun. That was really crazy. That was a great pickup episode. It's the weekend, it's very early in the morning, so I'm going to try and hit the early bird entry and see if we can find any video games and just take a look around Exeter Toy Fair today. So yeah, it should be an interesting morning and see what we can find and see if we can get in there early and find some really good video games. Let's go.
Sunset slow, golden glow. Feel the rhythm start to flow. Good vibes only, let it show. SuperBenny, yeah, we know. Easy skanking, swaying slow. Palm trees whisper, let it go. Island breeze, a gentle blow. Good vibes magic, watch it grow. Good vibes flowing all around. Positive vibrations in the sound. No place for worries can't be found. Good vibes only, solid ground. Barefoot dancing on the sand, hand in hand across the land, sharing smiles, understand. Good vibes journey, so grand. Good vibes flowing all around. Positive vibrations in the sound. No place for worries can't be found. Good vibes only, solid ground. SuperBenny sets the tone. Reggae rhythm we call home. Feel the music in your bone. Good vibes, future seeds we've sown. Good vibes flowing all around. Positive vibrations in the sound. No place for worries can't be found. Good vibes only, solid ground. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Spread the good vibes day and night. Sunset slow, golden glow. Feel the rhythm start to flow. Good vibes only, let it show. SuperBenny, yeah we know. Easy skanking, swaying slow. Palm trees whisper, let it go. Island breeze, a gentle blow. Good vibes magic, watch it grow. Good vibes flowing all around. Positive vibrations in the sound. No place for worries can't be found. Good vibes only, solid ground. on the sand, hand in hand across the land, sharing smiles, understand. Good vibes journey so grand, good vibes flowing all around. Pauses if I...
Alrighty, SuperBenny here. It's video games pickups 27. Yeah, 27, 28. There's so many, I don't know how many's going on. But we're giving you all these cool pickup videos, and this one is no different. We went to the Toy Fair at the weekend, Exeter Toy Fair. We've been actually this year. It was really good, and this was no different. I think the last time we picked up Silent Scope, I come back with a huge gun, and yeah, that was a brilliant day out. It was a bit quieter this one, but it was probably even better, I would say. Not too many people around, and I actually woke up early. If anyone knows me, well, I'm barely up before too early most days. So for me, that was, that's how I live my life. I'm a very last minute person, but actually got up pretty early. Got the early bird ticket, or early bird, because they spelt it wrong. I think you can probably see the photo there. So I was walking around with early bird on there. That kind of added to the fun. So yeah, really good. I'll show you what I've got. Fantastic little day out. I got a whole bag full of stuff. Absolutely tons of stuff I've come away with. I think I only come back with one or two cool little things. This time was really good. There's always like toys, retro stuff. There's video games there, which I go for. But there's all toys, like all your different sort of hobbies. There's Matchbox, there's trains, Pokemon, dolls, teddies, all kinds of stuff, figures, movie memorabilia, 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s. So it goes back throughout the generation. So it's a good day for anyone who's thinking of going. Yeah, really good event. So let's show you what I picked up. I'll show you the first one because it's a bit sort of fragile. This one is a sealed copy on the Dreamcast of Star Wars Demolition. So I'm just going to put this one down, so I don't want to damage the seal or anything and keep it intact. But yeah, a very cool little find. I went over to one of the stalls. There was a man there, and he had a whole bag full of Dreamcasts, and he said, "Oh, are you into gaming? Great, have a look at this." He said, "Oh, I've got Nintendo as well. If you're into your gaming, Nintendo 64." I said, "Yeah, I'll just take a look at everything." Really fantastic stall. I even picked up loads of other stuff as well from that stall. So yeah, we had a good wander around everywhere. I'll show you some more things what I picked up. I'll show you a bit more from that stall, and I'll talk a bit about more of that in a second. But so on one of the stores, it said £1 games, so which is absolutely fantastic. I said, yeah, I'm up for that. Had a good rummage through. I picked up these for £1. Rocket League. Now I love Rocket League. On the PlayStation 4, I spent many hours on there. It comes with the little sort of Rocket League card as well. Maybe it's not really, you can just download it and play it for free anyway, but a nice sort of physical copy. Who knows, Fortnite's gone crazy and that's for free anyway. So yeah, just a cool sort of memorabilia. I've put in a lot of hours on Rocket League, so for me, I don't mind sort of picking that up. One there. Now this one I talked about the other day, about games that are half decent, that are pretty cheap. I mentioned this game. I also mentioned Gungrave. Gungrave's alright. Wild West is pretty good, And this one, The Quarry, is from Supermassive Games. They've done Devil in Me and Until Dawn, and lots of cool titles. This one kind of follows like a werewolf kind of story, bit creepy, a bit weird, but it just kind of depends what kind of the horror stories are. They all follow different kind of things, and with the werewolf one in the cabins in the woods, but it was pretty good and very famous actors. For £1, this is probably at least say £10 or so everywhere. But I'm going to keep this in my collection. As I say, I really enjoyed this, and to see this around, yeah, definitely going to keep hold of that. Ghostbusters. I've never actually played the Ghostbusters. I know one of them's not very good and one of them is alright. So this one looks pretty good by sort of the gameplay standards. So yeah, Ghostbusters remastered for £1. I've got all of these for £1. These 4 games. £1, £1, £1, £1. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant with that. I was buzzing. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I've also got God of War here. What a classic title. Somebody will love that. So yeah, couldn't leave that there for £1, you know. On the same store by that gentleman, big thank you for bringing some gaming stuff along. He had loads of cool Star Wars stuff as well. This unusual little thing, boxed Nintendo. You know, I always love some boxed Nintendo. It's a boxed SNES controller. It's American, as you can tell with like the purple, but what caught my eye is like the Mario on here. You got Mario, Yoshi. Yeah, very decent. In a little baggie there. Nothing else inside, but a nice boxed display piece, really. So maybe keep hold of that. Maybe have a little look. I couldn't really find anything much about it online. So yeah, it's very sort of interesting. What do you think about that? That's very interesting, isn't it? Cool. That was only £8, so bargains galore it was. I was just absolutely having a fantastic time. This next one, you know, I love Virtua Tennis. I've been playing this on the Dreamcast for many years. Virtua Tennis is probably the best tennis game in my opinion. I love it. With the Venus Williams sisters in this, you've got Tim Henman, you've got I think Nadal is in this as well. But loads of cool people are in this. The graphics are good. The gameplay actually feels good and competitive, and it's not very rigid like if you try and play like Top Spin or some of these other ones and the later ones. Really good. This was only 50p. I checked the disc as well, it was fine. Goes to and she had loads of other discs as well. Well, I say it's fine, maybe not. But hey, no, 50p, Virtua Tennis 2. Not too shabby, you know, 50p. I'll have that. I got this for £1 as well. Not sort of video game, but kind of a little bit related. I picked up some of my old movies. I got a few Blu-rays. I got Short Circuit in that. Well, it's more of a modern sort of Short Circuit. It's Chappie. Don't steal Daddy's car, yeah? Robot movie sort of set in the future. It's from the guys who did like District 9 and that kind of stuff. It's kind of funny and goofy and yeah, really good. Only for £1. It's not always on normal TV or streaming devices like Netflix and that kind of stuff, but it's good fun, and the South African accents in it are really funny, cool as well. You've got Hugh Jackman, Sigourney Weaver in there. Yeah, just a good sort of another robot film. It kind of similar to like my 80s and 90s robot films. But yeah, Chappie on Blu-ray. Yeah, good find for £1, that one. I also was talking about, maybe I'm speaking a lot of these pickups into existence. I've seen some things I've been like kind of interested and looking for, and yeah, finding stuff that's right up my street. So we did talk about the Hippo Snack Game Boy, and seeing this on the ladies' store with the Virtua Tennis, I had to pick this one up as well. It was only a couple of £. It's a Hippo Snack little box. There is a game of like Kinder Hippo Snacks, the little chocolate Kinder chocolates. So kind of cool. I've got this for my little daughter. Combines with another little gift for her as well, because I'm at the toy fair. I'm not buying toys. It's kind of what you kind of have to do. So I bought something for my little daughter. This is a bit of a throwback for me. I was kind of like looking at different kind of things I've been collecting over the years, like pogs and turtles and all sorts of random stuff, Zedbots and all this kind of stuff. I seen, look at the state of this. I got a big bag of Crazy Bones. Do you remember Crazy Bones? In the 90s with like pogs and all that kind of things. I think there was just a phase of just collecting loads of random stuff and plastic and all that kind of thing was all starting to get into hype, but yeah, you've got just loads of random like little characters. There's like aliens, yeah, just random sort of fun. But these come in little packs, and it's a bit like sort of Pokemon, where you get like random different ones and try to fill your collection with the cards and get stickers and little books to try and find out which ones you've got and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, it's kind of good for my little one. Bright colours, loads of goofy little animals and aliens in there. Some of them are quite rare online. If you look on eBay, like some of like the particular little Crazy Bones go for quite a lot. So even if she gets bored of it after a few months, we can always move that on. But yeah, I'm going to stick those inside the Kinder tin. Bob's your uncle, so that's her little sort of toy. Another toy I did pick up, it's probably upstairs in a room with all her random stuff. I did get a Raphael. I was talking about turtles recently in my throwback episode. Yeah, just last episode in the last pickup video, video game pickups 26, where I was talking about turtles in time and how I used to collect like turtles and figures like that. Speaking to some really, really great people at the EXETER Toy Fair there. Yeah, a fantastic sort of young gentleman, and I think it was his dad. I think his name was Alex. He'd been collecting like turtles over the years, and I was just fascinated. What really drew in my eye was to like the turtle van, because I had that when I was growing up, and I used to have all the turtles and all that kind of stuff. So it's pulling you into a deep hole of collecting and all that kind of stuff, what I've talked about before. But I thought, yeah, I'll just pick up one. He after chatting to him for a while, I was like, yeah, I'll pick up one. Very, very good price. Just got a little original sort of Raphael, and my daughter's got that, and she's playing with that now. So yeah, that was a fantastic little pickup as well. I'll leave his Instagram as well. Go check out his collection. Unbelievable. If you're into like turtles, what a fantastic room. Honestly, what a fantastic room. He showed me some of the photos, and I've already given him a follow, and you guys should too. Yeah, just really, really amazing photos. And just a super impressive collection, and it's really good because a lot of these like tiny little pieces get lost and broken, and especially with like sort of youngsters toys and memorabilia like that, it just gets destroyed and that kind of stuff. So hence, like any sort of collecting, you have to like sort of preserve it and look after it and take care, and that collection's really well looked after and very, very impressive. So yeah, big shout out to him and all the lovely people at the toy fair. So yeah, let's go and show you a few more. Probably one of the best stalls over there. Another sort of gentleman, brilliant guy. As I say, I was looking through like the Dreamcast stuff and the Nintendo stuff. We got chatting, and he was saying he was making space because he's got like a young daughter and that kind of thing. Is most the sort of case when you're speaking to sort of like middle-aged guys and that, and collecting, and and you've got your Pokemon and your turtles and all the different stuff you grew up with and loved. At some point you have to downsize, or maybe like in my case, your intended game room is a baby room or a kid's room. So yeah, it does happen, and minimization happens, and you know, you have to put the real sort of stuff into focus. So yeah, happy to take some of the stuff off him and help him out, and see some of the. He had some really fantastic stuff. You can really tell like when people are really passionate about what they've been collecting and what they've got and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, really great stall, as you probably see in some of the videos. Yeah, really good. The only thing I sort of regretted was not picking up Hatris. I do have the Tetris sort of collection. Let me see if I can find it. It's called, just for reference, Tetris Forever. This one comes like in a trilogy pack. You can find on Amazon pretty cheap. But you can play loads of different Tetris. I think this is like a unique game that kind of goes back through the years of different kind of Tetrises. Hatris is on this. So, you know, thinking with my head, you know, I have it on this disc. I don't need separate, you know, ones of that. But it was for a fantastic price, as was all of his things on the stall. So let me show you the big one that really caught my eye when I looked at his Nintendo stuff. I was like, wow. Yeah, I've been looking at this for ages. A lot of these come like tatty boxed and battered and bruised. And if you're familiar with the Metroids and the big sort of time, is it Time? The SNES one, the big box one I saw in Madrid. Yeah, these are really cool. Got Lilac Wars here. You know, I'm a big fan of like Star Fox. I got Starwing not too long back on the SNES. So yeah, it comes with a huge like manual. Absolute beast. Let's have a little look. All your tips. You got Mario in here. You got Star Fox and Falcon. Look at Slippy Toad, mate. Slippy Toad. Who's the really annoying one who's always like brr 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 brr? Oh, that might be Toad, or I think it's Peppy here. One of them's like really like blabbing in your ear when you're trying to like kill enemies. Like shut up, mate. I'm trying to get through an asteroid field here. But you can feel the power and the shooting with this edition because you've got the Rumble pack in here. You've got the cartridge as well. Loads of cool little additions in this. He even got like some cool little posters that I want to pull out and just show you quickly as well while we're having a little ganders through here. These are always good to find because back in the day we didn't really have like the internet and Facebook, and we did, but it's not like everything was super slow. So most of the communications come through flyers, Toys R Us flyers, like magazines, that kind of stuff. Very good to find out all your stuff. Don't just keep them in your collection because they take up all your room, but you can find out all the fantastic little editions that you might never see, like some of these Game Boys editions. Look at those, you know. Got that one there. That's two Marios included. This Wave Race here, which, you know, I'll show you in another video after this one. It's kind of a bit irrelevant. Yeah, just loads of very cool sort of memorabilia in here. Yeah, really nice to see. You can see like the Game Boy printer and all the different coloured Game Boys. Yeah, very cool. Very impressed. I was after this Lilac Wars big edition for a while for 25 quid. What a bargain. Let's look at the few last sort of things. All I got from this stall, he bundled it up, gave me a fantastic price. So yeah, fantastic. Let's look at some of the Dreamcast ones I took with me. I said, oh, you know, even if I just take some of these just for the cases, you know how notorious our Dreamcast cases are for breaking. South Park, Chef's Love Shack. We've got some little Resident Evil bits. We've got Resident Evil 2, as we've been playing on the channel. Again, maybe we're sending out these vibes for some of these pickups. yeah, Biohazard 2, Japanese. Cool. Also got Code Veronica in the little slip sleeve here. Very nice little edition. Always been seeing this online quite a bit. Very nice. And Grand Theft Auto 2. So yeah, what do you think of the pickups? Yeah, Toy Fair is always really good. Had a fantastic day out there. I did have a look at the charity shops as well when I was out later on during the day. It's mad, isn't it? You can sort of tell like how times are with you know, even some of the charity shops that I regularly try and go and have a look at. Some of them were like closed down, so charity shops are closing down. What's going on? And the prices, well, you know, I've talked about this about sort of video game prices and places. If people want to move stuff on, you can move stuff on in it, you know. Otherwise, it's just going to stay there. It's more, do you want to keep hold of it? Do you want to sell it? I mean, it's pointless just holding on to stock. You want to move stock fast. And who's paying like £3, £4, 4 or £5 for like Uncharted and FIFAs and just mad, isn't it? Hey, I guess why a lot of these places are closing and not doing very well business-wise, isn't it? I did have a little look at CEX, a couple of little steel books. I think there was like a Mass Effect edition. There was Lethal Enforcers in there. Good sort of price, but you know, what am I going to play Lethal Enforcers with? I don't have a gun. What am I just keeping hold of the title just because it's a little bit rare? Nah. So yeah, not my sort of cup of tea. Nothing really in there.
Cartridge quest, the hunt is on. For every title, every dawn, we seek the gems, the rare and bright, collecting stars in the digital night. Dusty shelves, a treasure trove, hunting grounds where legends rove. Another score, a classic find, the thrill of the hunt, a gamer's mind. Sunrise hues paint the flea market stall.
But yeah, great day. Have a little look at those other sort of places as well, just in case while our look was going good. But yeah, EXETER Toy Fair delivered again. Some nice big box Nintendo stuff. So yeah, the early bird gets the retro. I don't know where Carlos is, but yeah. Anyway, this is Video Games Pickups 27, and yeah, had an awesome time at EXETER Toy Fair, and thanks to all the lovely people we was chatting to and seeing over there again. Yeah, I really enjoy going to there. It's really good day out and a good day's hunting, really. So yeah, I'll be back for more hunts there, definitely. Love it. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.